Hey, Jason from bohemiabees here. We've got an interesting swarm call this morning. We have someone who reached out to us because they found a swarm inside of a tree that they were cutting down for a property that they were building on. So we're gonna go check it out and see what we got. Okay, so we've arrived at the site and the client has shown us that we've got bees right here on a tree behind us. We've got another log that's over about 50 yards away or so. That's actually has the cutout where it was at. It was inside of a tree cabin. And we'll show you what that looks like. Let's take a look at these over here and see if we can get them down. Okay, so we've got a makeshift stand here. We just threw some boxes together, trying to get up close to them. If you notice what's happening here though, I didn't even brush the bees yet. And you see over here, there are bees that are marching down the tree from the cluster into the comb in the box. Haven't brushed them yet. They are sensing that this is their new home, or they want to go there because of the pheromones from the old comb. And before I even brush them in, they're already doing their job. Let's get them in the box. Okay, so we're on the other side of the job site where the tree is cut down. It's a little loud, so I'm going to try to talk a little louder so you can hear me. But behind me, you can see this tree that the bees are in. And we'll zoom in and take a look at it closer. All right, so you can see the cavity of the tree and the combs that are in here. There's still some bees that are clustered down in there, likely the queen's down in there. So we're going to take and put a screen on this and bring it back to the apiary so we can dissect it and try to make sure if we get a queen out here or the rest of the bees. Okay, so we got our bees in the tree in a screen bag, and we're gonna bring them back to the apiary and get them all cut out a little bit when we have a little more time to do it rather than on site. I have an inkling that my queen is in here because the bees are festooning, or not festooning, but they are fanning their back wings with the Nasnoff gland. You can see right there. But they're all in here. There's a smaller colony, locally, hopefully a queen, and then we have the bees from the tree. So we'll go ahead and get both of them, put them back together in our apiary. Okay, so we're back in the apiary. We've got the log. It's the next day. We need to really think of a way to get this log hive, either surgically remove the comb and the bees out, which could be a lot more of a project and process than we're able to do. The weather has not been cooperating these last few days. We've hit some cold nights. So we've got an idea on how to merge this hive really and the swarm that we caught in the blue box. So stay with us here as you watch, and we do kind of a neat little way of putting this together, merging it, and then we'll see what we come up with. Okay, so I know this looks strange, but I think this is going to work. We've got the tree braced up inside the 10 frame box. We have a frame of undrawn foundation to the right of that. And what we're going to do is we're going to stack boxes to the height of that tree. This way, the bees can kind of stay in the tree for now and migrate out on hopefully the frames that we offer up to them until we have a chance to dissect this hive. I know it doesn't have removable frames currently, but once we have an opportunity to get this hive settled in, the temperature warms up a little bit, we'll be able to try to do something a little bit better to get them out of it. So let's continue on putting this together and give them their new home. Okay, so we've got the tree enclosed, and the bees seem to be liking it. You see them moving about the top up there. And if you look down in, you've got comb on the sides. It's kind of hard to see with the being so dark. We've got a shim up top with a hole for an entrance up top. We're going to put a inner cover on top of that. And then we're going to put our feeder, because these girls have no resources left. So we're going to put our feeder on top. We'll put our box on top of that to cover off the feeder. And close it off. All right. Okay, so there you have it. We took the colony that was in the tree and the swarm on the tree, combined them together because they were all from the same hive from that job site, and we put them in this sort of makeshift box that allows us to at least take care of them for the short term. Obviously, we won't want to keep them in there for the long term. We'll want to migrate them out of that tree and get them into a proper box with removable frames. We know that, so please don't put any comments in the below to the fact that we can't keep them in the tree. We get that. But for now, these bees who are stressed from the sheer exhaustion of what happened to them, their home was disrupted, they're a feral colony used to the area, and now all of a sudden they're homeless, or at least their home is broken up. So we gave them a proper home in a box here in our apiary where we can manage them, take care of them in the short term, migrate them into a traditional hive here on the eastern shore of Maryland. This was an awesome cutout for us, awesome removal cutout, whatever you want to call it. There'll probably be a part 2, so please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button so that you can follow along with the tree hive here on Bohemia Apiaries, eastern shore of Maryland. We'll have a part 2 that talks about maybe removing it from the hive or from the tree and putting it in a traditional box. But we'll do a lot of cool things following the tree hive. I really thought this was a great way to help save the bees in this environment or in this area. So I was happy to take on the job. And so stick with us. Appreciate everyone's support in the last several months with our channel, growing it. Please subscribe. It helps us out. Please check out our other videos. We've got lots of videos, 260 some, 50 some videos. Check them all out. They all have great different content. We try to create a variety of content for those that like bees and beekeeping, or just interested parties to see what we do on the eastern shore of Maryland. Because here in Bohemia Apiary, well, beekeeping is definitely more than a hobby. As she would say, that's flying around my head. It's an obsession. Thanks for watching, everyone.